we know in America, they always want us to believe black on black crime and low IQs is the cause of everything. But actually, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't even scratch the surface of the problems here in America. America has a white class that rules everything. So when you are in a leadership role, that means you have to take the good, and you are also handed the responsibility for the bad. You don't get to walk away from the bad and just take all the pats on the back. So let's look at some of that bad. Now, we have a ruling class of people in the country that claim they got high IQs and know everything, and they are the everything of the universe. But yet, the U.S. debt has now historically passed $20 trillion. Why is it that the people that got high IQs and know everything and claim you are the creators of all, which you're not, but you can't handle a budget in your how do you let your country get this far in debt? And you have all these high IQ people walking around and not doing a thing to clear up your debt. Why is it that you've been in charge for centuries and caused more debt in the world than anyone else on earth? Let's go ahead and listen to this video.
America's national debt has passed the historic $20 trillion mark, but it seems not everyone in the US has noticed. Caleb Mopin explains just why that might be.
The ever-increasing U.S. national debt just recently went above the milestone of $20 trillion. The final big chunk came as part of a $15 billion loan to pay for hurricane relief expenses. Now, normally, this new spike in national debt would have been announced to the public on this billboard on the side of the IRS building in Manhattan. And like we've done many times here on RT, we'd make that debt clock center stage in our reporting. Economists predict that the student debt bubble will burst sometime in the near future. The job market is drying up and wages are going down.
Here in Midtown Manhattan is possibly the best view of America's ugliest economic state.
But the debt clock billboard, which used to flash the sobering statistics to New Yorkers that were passing by and was a kind of iconic part of the New York City skyline, is now gone, though there's talk of putting it up in another location. With all the wars, foreign aid, subsidies, and social programs still being billed to the U.S. taxpayers, the billboard may be gone, but the rising debt and the creditors clamoring to be paid certainly have not. And while the display is no longer up showing the figures, at this point, the debt is still rising and the clock is still ticking. Caleb Mopin, RT, New York.
Now, this just go to show you the people in charge are terrible with finances. And that's all it is proof of. They took that debt clock down because of how bad it looks. And I don't believe they're going to put it up anywhere else. That thing is probably already destroyed. You know, it's amazing how all these people in America are walking around talking about a high IQ, but none of you seem to be able to manage the budget in this country. But when we had Black Wall Street and it was booming, you couldn't stand that the former slaves in the country could outperform you. So you burnt it down, and that was out of pure jealousy. So how is it that high IQ people got such a dismal debt created by yourselves? We didn't create that debt. Black people could live 1,000,000 years, and I don't think we could create a debt like that. But you did. It is just more proof that perhaps you're not the leaders that you think you are. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. In the meantime, look at the $20 trillion debt created by the ruling class people of America. And they certainly aren't Black. Peace, family.